Hello viewers, welcome once again to another episode of African Confessions HD right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new, in this show we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Guys, it was a double upload today. If you have not yet watched the first video, make sure after watching this one you go straight there and watch. I'll put the link in the comment section. It was a confession of a man who went to Zambia to look for charms to boost his business. Guys, unbelievable stories are coming here. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into the confessions in this video. I'll be reading through all of them, so stay tuned, never go anywhere. Enjoy. This is what I done to my brother to be the leader of this church. I am from Zimbabwe. Our church is now all over the world. I've been working with my father for years. We've been working with our father for years, me and my young brothers. My father was always with that favoritism. He loved my brothers more than me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they were his last borns. My brothers and my young brothers were twins. They were twins. Between me and those twin brothers, there was a sister. She died some years ago. So after 20 years, my father was serving the ministry on his own. Years back, I can't mention the year because I will be tarnishing the record of the church and its congregants. Some years back, my dad passed away. There was this issue of who was to be his successor. There was a war between me and my brothers. According to our tradition, if the father dies, the eldest son will become the head of the family. Meaning to say, I was supposed to be the head of the church. One of the twin brothers, he had a dream. He was walking in the desert. He saw a star, started following the star, and he came closer to this thing. It was like a human being, but not a human being. A voice told him, "You are the next leader of the church." The other twin brother was my father's favorite son. There is this sermon where my father told congregants on his own that twin brother will be his successor. I was more clever than my brothers. I bribed the church leaders. I bribed the elders. I bribed my mother and some of the mothers who have daughters. I bribed many people so that they can choose me to be the next leader. It wasn't easy because I was not the chosen one. I've been always being sick with diseases I don't understand. And that was after my father's death. I still remember at his funeral, I fought with one of the twin brothers. Our mother caught us and relatives. We settled down and I agreed that the one who was chosen by my father, who was, when he was still alive, was to be the successor. But it was just a fake statement from me. I was only trying that people can stop interfering in our family issue. Because of that, I take this friend of mine who went to Tanzania. In Tanzania, there is this Sangoma who live near the sea. The person is so powerful. When you arrive at that place, he will take you into the water. You will stay for a month under the sea. You will be dressing you. You will be sleeping with that old lady. For those months, I was with my friend. I left him outside the pool at the guest houses. That old lady cooked me with muti. When I returned to South Africa, where we are now based in, every congregator was afraid of me. Every family member was afraid of me. That's how I grabbed the thing. I am now the leader. But the chosen one died as soon as I returned from those rituals. I also used my dark magic powers to dislighten people about who killed the brother. I've been leading the church for years. This other brother of mine has been always docile because of the magic I'm using. People have been following me, but I'm not a follower of God. And this is the truth. Solution Uncle, I don't want to destroy the church, but I don't want to kill people. I have this special message to everyone going to any church. Never trust those people who you call fathers, papas. Some of them are not from God. Like me, I'm not from God. I'm just a human being struggling to handle the spirit of the brother I killed. This is what we do sometimes. Solution Uncle published this story so people can be educated. Thank you for this useful platform. I feel I just need to share. Hello, Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I have this baby boy I stole at hospital some years ago. Those days I was staying in Namibia. There was supposed to be a baby boy to be born, to be the crown prince at our rural area. I was one of the people. I was one of the hives. Our husband was the future to be the king in our village. I was staying with him in Namibia where he was doing his work. The first wife was in the village. So the first wife have baby girls only. My husband was told that he was not eligible to become the king because there was this thing he has done, but it was supposed to be one of his sons who will be, the community will be waiting for that son to be the prince, crown, king, the future. But my husband is only daughters with first wife. So he came to Namibia to work. We met in Namibia. He told me his story about he was looking for a crown prince. So that was a task to me. I wanted to be the queen of that land, even though I didn't know the land where my husband came from. He impregnated me. I gave birth to this baby girl. Oh my God. It was like that for years. Another girl, to make it 4 girls for my husband. Besides that, the kingship was supposed to move to another house if my husband failed to give a baby boy to be crowned the crown prince. It was in the final year, my husband was going to retire at work. Then we'll go to Namibia to his village. I was pregnant. Doctors and nurses told me that the baby girl was to be born. They did what they did. And now I have this baby boy. I don't know what they did. What I only do was to pay money. Now I am the mother of the king at our village. My husband died when we arrived in the village. I am the mother of the king, but I am suffering. I am dreaming this man saying, bring back my son to his village of origin. I am afraid. I am deeply afraid. People here will kill me. I don't know what will they do with me because they have powers to do anything. The police here gave this kingdom the powers. That's my story. Hope you publish. I don't have relatives. I was born and raised at a children's home. That's my story. Solution Uncle. Publish it for me anonymously. Here is our next confession. So as a woman, you work hard, achieve so much, be independent and help your parents live a comfortable life, but they will never rate you unless you are married. Why? I am 38. Believe it or not, I am happy. I have a successful career and just enjoying life, traveling, experiencing different cultures. All my siblings are married. It doesn't bother me, but anytime my parents call me, the first thing my mom asks is if I have found a husband here in the United Kingdom. I came to Ghana 3 years ago to attend my sister's wedding, and aunties who don't even have the right to dictate your life will be all over your business, asking about marriage and kids. Aunties whose kids are drug addicts and in worse living conditions. Not judging. It always beats me that we Africans can't focus on our lives and focus on improving our lives. I try to own my own business, yet they always pass comments about me, even to the extent of calling me a lesbian when I'm not one. Why? A cousin called and asked for money. After sending, she engaged me in a convo and then asked me if it was true that I am a lesbian because I am still not married. Someone I just helped. Oh, I am just done with my family in Ghana. I don't see myself coming back. I will send money home when I can, but they won't see me. It's so sad that white folks and strangers have treated me better than my own people. Let's do better. Just feel like renting. If this post offends you, you are on the other side of my story and it doesn't bother me. Hi, morning. My boyfriend left me for another. Before he left, he said that his friend told him that he must look for another girl to have a baby with. Since when he's grown man, because we couldn't have our own due to miscarriages. What is hurting me is Born are playing happy family now with their friends, not like I am jealousy. My ex-boyfriend used to tell they are cheating partners and he didn't support it. We never fought for cheating, not throughout the years. I stayed with him. So after our breakup, there were so many things. The very same people who had encouraged him to leave did not support the guy's decision. They were talking about how a guy struggled first, but after his things become fine, he will leave me. They are enemies now. How will you handle people like that sometimes? I become better. Should I treat them with love and peace, or should I be angry of them because they know that I know once asked them and they didn't deny when I was still dating my ex-boyfriend? Because sometimes when I see them, I become a little bit angry. Or must I pretend to be fine to leave so many things behind? Can guys advise me here? How should I handle this situation? Because sometimes I'm experiencing a heavy heart. Please. Let's move to our next confession. And guys, these confessions are written by human beings. Sometimes there are mistakes in grammar, the way it's written. Please be patient. This is how we are. English is not our native language. Some of us we are Zulu, some of us we are Xhosa, some of us we are Shona, some of us we are Ndebele, some of us we are Changani. So let's know that. Let's move to our next confession. Yellow Solution Uncle, please publish this one for me anonymously. Yellow family, please judge this issue for me if I'm at fault or him. For some time, my husband's baby mama has been calling and making requests for their son. And my husband provides her needs with zeal. But when it comes to me, his wife and daughter, he tells me he doesn't have money and I'll do it myself for my daughter. Anytime I pay a visit to my parents, he ignores us totally. No money. I glance the door is when we come back and saw the transaction he did for his baby mama, but told me he wasn't having money. I didn't confront him. One day we had a heated argument because he got me pregnant, so he sent me packing to my father's house. When we got to my father's house, he wasn't sending me any money, not even 10 Ghana. So I thought of a plan. I told him my daughter was sick and he quickly sent the money. I did that when I wanted money from him because when I tell him he should send me money for the child's upkeep, he won't. His reply was the child is with your grandma. My mom offered my daughter's name for the child dedication at church. I told him 3 days to the program Opana Vex. That's why I inform him earlier. I asked what does he do for the child. I told him he doesn't cater for her. So if he wants to make decisions for her, you should take up his responsibility. What happened on 22 December till that? He called. He has not called. So I asked him, why is he ignoring me? He said, I chose it. Did I commit any wrong here, please? That was the confession from the wife. And this is the confession from the husband. Yellow Solution Uncle, I saw this confession of my wife who is saying, I am taking care of my son more than our daughter. This lady is not a good person. He has friends who are prostitutes. So I've been warning her for many times. So now I'm not sure if the daughter is mine. That's why I've been more to my son. And it was shocking to see a confession on your platform, even though she said publish me anonymous. I noticed it was here because she is a follower of your channel. We used to watch together. Solution Uncle, what should I do to a person who does not listen to what I'm telling him to do? What I'm telling her to do?